Poea Magi Madoka Magica was a surprisingly dark twist on an old lighthearted genre of anime full of ponies and unicorns. Before then, the concept of a dark magical girl anime was almost unheard of. After all, magical girl anime was made predominantly for little girls in Japan. Madoka Magica really changed that formula. It was dark, violent, shocking, emotionally and philosophically deep, and we ate it all up. But you all know what happens when something original becomes popular. Bring on the copycats and rip-offs to milk off ideas and themes from the original. But then there is this particular knockoff, Magical Girl site, that takes the concept of a dark magical girl series popularized by Madoka Magica and cranks it up to 11. I'm serious, if there ever was a show that needed a content warning before the beginning of an episode, this is it. It's one thing for a show to be shocking. Madoka Magica did plenty of that. But Magical Girl site tries so hard to be shocking that it turns out to be anything more than simply unpleasant. Okay, what's this thing about? Well, Magical Girl site is about Aya Asagiri, a middle school girl who has problems both at school with bullying as well as an abusive brother at home. While browsing online, a website pops up on her computer which promises to send her a stick that will allow her to do magic. That stick shows up the next day in the form of a heart-shaped handgun. What follows is a story full of graphic depictions of attempted suicide, physical and sexual assault, attempted murder, and animal abuse, all in the span of the first episode alone. This is obviously the result of someone watching Madoka Magica then thinking they can do it better by stripping it of any emotional depth or artistry and then shoving in as much torture porn as possible. Here's the thing, not only is this excessive, it's devoid of any meaningful narrative significance. I don't have the time to go into a lengthy diatribe on why using any form of violence, especially rape, in a fictional story can be a really, really bad idea. In this case, just showing that she is relentlessly bullied at school is enough to tell you one thing. Aya's life sucks. That is all you really need to get that point across. Unless you have a really damn good reason to do so, these things need to be used with a purpose and only as much as necessary. From the looks of this first episode, that is not what this anime does. Instead, it packs its premiere full of awful imagery without any reasonable restraint. So as much as I loved Madoka Magica and wanted more of the same, I really wanted to like this anime. Instead, it left me in depression and disgust. If this anime wants to go anywhere with me, the following episodes better show a turnaround or at least show some form of restraint. But from what I just saw, this is completely unnecessary and, quite frankly, unacceptable. With that, I give Magical Girl site a 2 for initial interest, and I'm not sure if I want to drop this or not, but it is pretty damn close. Anyway, until next time, this is the American Anime Otaku, signing out. Like what you see? then please help support the show by contributing to my Patreon page for special perks, exclusive content, and more.